Hi, I'm Lynn Woodland, author of Making Miracles, Create New Realities for Your Life and Our World. Welcome to my video blog, where every month I address a different piece of the journey of self-actualization as it relates to the month we're in. And I always like to fit the message with the season because of the way the cycles of nature just so beautifully portray the whole archetypal dance between light and dark, life and death, yin and yang, and all together create a template for the whole of human experience, with each season lending itself just perfectly to a different kind of spiritual work and personal growth. You know, we so often see our human condition as set apart from the natural world. Not only has this collective mindset contributed to the serious environmental problems of our day, it also denies us access to a certain down-to-earth wisdom about life. I've noticed that the more I pay attention to the cycles of the natural world around me, the more my own life naturally flows in harmony with the seasons. It's as if some big, unexplainable wave has picked me up and is carrying me, and life takes on the ease of floating downstream instead of fighting the current. Fall brings endings and opportunities to let go of what I no longer need. Winter brings introspection, and spring, new beginnings. Now this time of year, midsummer, when the natural world is growing, flowering, and producing so lavishly, it really brings an easy abundance to life. Things just seem to pop into manifestation with little effort. And in my classes, this is the time of year I like to give attention to prosperity and what it means to live abundantly. This whole connection between seasonal cycles and personal life may seem like a stretch to some people, especially if our human experience bears no resemblance to the outer world. When we're out of sync, we're likely to fall sick in the fall and winter months from our inability to let go and flow with change. And we become depressed in the dark seasons from our failure to access the inner light of inspiration. Then we find that we don't have the energy to begin new ventures in spring, and summer finds us in scarcity rather than abundance. Now, a way back to an easier harmony with life is to study the season that best matches our current out-of-sync experience and learn from it. So, for example, if summer should find you in a place of scarcity rather than abundance, you can learn a lot from studying the sparseness of the winter season. And this empty, barren phase of nature is actually a concentrating time. It's when energy pulls in and pulls back in order to gain momentum for the next burst of growth. And in times of financial or other scarcity, we often start worrying, even panicking, and consequently withholding, which only sows seeds of more scarcity. And because many of us have learned to connect financial prosperity with such large issues as well-being and self-worth and even survival, when our money supply feels threatened, we tend to feel threatened in all these other areas as well. We may become so wrapped up in our feelings of fear and powerlessness that we don't even see how many practical options we actually have for making less money more manageable. So, an important first step in times of scarcity is to address our state of mind. Because any action taken from a place of anxiety and weakness is bound to just create more of the same. Now, in the natural world, scarcity doesn't last indefinitely. A season serves its purpose and evolves into something else. And as soon as we begin to think of our experience of scarcity as a season rather than an indefinite condition, we've defined it as temporary and thereby given it permission to evolve into something else. Times of scarcity actually precede, many times, big jumps forward. Consider how a bow and arrow works. The pulling back actually creates the force that propels it forward. Similarly, taking a few steps back builds momentum for a big running jump. How we work with the leaner times in life has a lot to do with what we allow to happen next. They can be very potent launching pads for prosperity and abundant growth if we recognize them as such. So here are a few suggestions for making the most of your seasons of financial scarcity whenever you might experience them, because like the ebb and flow of a tide, we have those phases of life. First of all, as in winter, times of financial scarcity are good times for dreaming, for envisioning what you want to do with more money and with your life in general. Imagine this to be a little bit like poring through the gardening catalogs in the middle of winter, where you're dreaming up the garden you want to plant in the spring. And just as you have faith that seasons change, feel the same certainty that this financial season will change. Let your dreaming fill you with pleasant anticipation for what the next growing season will bring, and use this time to turn within. Think of hibernating in winter instead of externalizing your energy through spending. Now, along with dreaming, do some house cleaning, both materially and emotionally. Lighten up. Let go of the past. Let go of what you no longer need. Make room, literally and symbolically, for the coming of growth and prosperity. Now next, practice mindful spending during these times. Become conscious of how you flow money. Let the lack of excess help you get clear about what's really important and spend only on that. Try this exercise all this month. Every time you spend even a cent, ask yourself, is this expenditure taking my life in the direction I want it to go? Is it enhancing the quality of my life, or prospering someone I would like to see prosper, or supporting something I believe in? And if not, rethink spending your money in that way. Become, out of necessity, a good steward of your money, using it only in the highest way. This actually will make you more magnetic to money and will also teach you how to use more wisely. And this lesson in wise spending might be just the preparation you need to attract a significantly larger flow of money into your life. Now, you might also use this time to find ways to enjoy life that don't require money. Becoming aware of any ways you've become dependent upon money for recreation, self-nurturing, self-esteem, or socializing. What you create, what you experience, and how you stretch when the easy crutch of money is taken away may be a big part of why you, on some level, unconsciously called this season of scarcity into your life. And as you honor this winter phase in your life, don't forget to appreciate the abundance of the natural world. The beauty of summer can be enjoyed for free. So give thanks for the blessings in your life, and then when fall comes, allow something old and unnecessary to die away so that winter can then fill you with new inspiration. And as you let the wheel of the seasons carry you forward in this way, you may be amazed at the abundant life you've created by the time next summer rolls around. As always, I love to hear your comments, and if you write to me at lynn@lynnwoodland.com, I'll write back to you. I'll also send you a free download of a class on creating prosperity for a new era. Check out my website. You can find all kinds of free downloads, recorded meditations. There's a place where you can leave a request for free distance healing and a lot of other things. If you'd like to explore a deeper dive into this kind of spiritual and personal work, check out my year-long Miracles course, which is a comprehensive coaching program of online materials and live webinar classes and one-to-one coaching and more. So until next month, namaste.